Please be advised, Gaggle of Geeks contains strong opinions that may contain language unsuitable for young children. Now here are your hosts, Patrick Beatty and Chaz Campbell Evans.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
What is up, my Gaggle of Geeks? We're fine. Everything's fine. How are you?
I survived. You survived. We survived.
Yeah, we did. My God, everybody, how do you start fun shows on a week where a civil war almost broke out?
Dude, that's
you do it
wild.
you do it the way that Nate did. Can you believe that Nate and Jay and they had to cover button mashing that day that everything was happening?
I would have canceled.
Dude, it reminded me so much of I think we had to do one either on the day of or day after George Floyd, or was it Chadwick? I can't remember which one it was. It was something that was
I think it was
a
both.
death. I'm pretty, yeah. We've had a lot of shit where it's like, oh, how do we do a show now? And how do we do a show now, Chaz? Well, we start off by saying, welcome everybody. We love you. This is a place of peace and love.
Happy
Trump is off
2021.
Twitter. Trump is off Twitter. I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Dude,
very happy.
But just put this into perspective, okay? The Trump tapes happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
And it feels like it was like years ago.
Yeah. No, everything about this week has been insane. And like there are a lot of moving pieces right now. Like I feel like every minute I can refresh Twitter and there's a whole new thing happening.
Yeah.
That's just completely flipped everything, changed the game. And a lot of breaking news and breaking coverage. So look, I understand if we don't end up having a lot of people here to tune out and talk about what we have. I'm gonna burp. Yeah. I figure why hold it in, right? That looks awkward. Like if we burp, we burp. So
now if you're gonna fart, are you gonna spread the cheeks like Ace Ventura and just let it rip, or?
Good sir, we're talking about burping. This is a classy podcast.
Farting is like burping for your butthole.
But like I'm saying, if you don't want to be with us, that's fine. We're not going to talk about it anymore. We're just going to tune out and talk about the best movies that we think are coming out in 2021. But I don't know. Before I close out, any other thoughts, Chaz?
Yeah, I have a question. Okay, here's my question for you. Let's bring Marvel into this. Who was Iron Man and who was Captain America in this whole Wednesday situation?
What are you talking about?
Because I mean, you have one side that wants Civil War and you want the other side that doesn't want Civil War. So, like, who's who?
You need help picking which one is the literal Nazis?
No, I know who the literal Nazis are, but who's Captain America and who's Iron Man?
Neither of them. They're Nazis.
They are Nazis.
They're terrorists and Nazis.
They fucking are. Fuck them.
What are you talking? Yeah, but which one's misunderstood?
Dude,
was it the Antler Man? Is the Antler Man like the Punisher? What are you talking about?
I had this whole scenario play out in my head today because I bought a shirt from Craig where it says like "fuck Nazis," and I'm
you bought? That's very cool of you.
Yeah, well, and I'm like thinking if I wear this in the store, somebody's gonna come up to me and say you shouldn't be wearing that, and then my response is gonna be, "But do you not agree?" Like,
yeah. Well, speaking of Craig, let's touch on this really quick. Did you see my episode this week?
I have not. No, it's been
wow.
Jazz. I know that you didn't.
You know what? I feel like I have a crutch in this show. I think when I get upset, I like to swear, and I'm not going to do that.
Oh,
I don't want to swear at you.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting for it.
But if you ever fucking do that again, I swear to God, Chaz, look at me. Look at the monitor that you're looking at and look at me.
Nice blue eyes.
I'll kick you out. They're green. I'll kick you out. I don't know what I'm kicking you out of, but I'll kick you out.
But go back to Craig. What you want to talk about?
Oh, well, let's recap the show because obviously you don't know what happened, Chaz.
I know you lost, but
okay. All right. Yeah. Well. Congrats to me. Yeah. That is what happened.
What was the score? I don't know what the score was.
Oh, I don't even keep track. Like at a certain point I'm going to be real. Rob spanked me. Like with every choice that I had, he had a choice that felt like more of a Hollywood like fit is the best way I'm going to put it. Like mine would have been more of an indie film. His is more of a blockbuster.
Okay, well, just so you know, because you lost, you kind of threw out my tournament sheet.
Well, you're up next week, aren't you?
I'm up next week, yeah.
Man, we've plugged this too much. I hope he gives us the same amount of airtime. No, Craig is awesome. And it is always fun being on that show. And this was the second rematch that I had to do for this tourney. And I think that kind of freaked me out. It was like, do I have to keep going up the rank? Because I looked at who the next person was, and it was Randy. And you know what? Fucking Randy scares the shit out of me, man. Randy's terrifying, but in a cool way. Like, I love him. I think he's wonderful, but holy shit. He kicked the crap out of me with the last one. He's a juggernaut, man. Did you ever play Super Punch-Out on Super Nintendo?
No, actually.
Oh man, he's the guy at the end that just like doesn't even say anything and walks up to you and just starts decking the shit out of you. And you gotta get out of the way.
Move, bitch, get out of the way.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He just walks right up and dush, 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 dush. Oh man. But anyway, the movies of 2001 and 21. Yeah. We've got a couple things that we want to talk about with 2021. Maybe we want to recap 2020 films because we didn't really get a chance to do that on our pre-tape because there were just some films that I knew I needed to check out first. There's still some that I need to see and some that aren't even being released until 2021 that I've already seen in 2020. In fact, my number one still hasn't even been released. So it's kind of difficult to talk about them and get you hyped if it's like, well, when does it come out in February?
Yeah, two of mine were supposed to come out last year, and now they're this year. So,
well, do you have your lists? And did you make a list on Letterboxd?
I did not make a list on Letterboxd. No.
You sure? Because you make a lot of stuff on Letterboxd, Chaz.
What? Okay. We were kind of talking.
You do a lot of stuff on Letterboxd, Chaz.
We were talking about this before the show, and you said you had a beef. So, lay it on me, bitch.
Okay. First of all, the rudeness, the crudeness, and the lewdness is we're done. We're done with that. This is a professional show.
Okay.
So anyway, dickbag. The top 10 worst films. Do you have any? No,
I don't do worst films, man.
You don't do any worst films?
No, Wonder Woman would be up there though.
Okay. That's the one thing most people said about my list is that I left out Wonder Woman 1984, and I shouldn't have had Mulan. In fact, Sheree, one of the co-hosts on Good Things Utah that I work with, she was severely disappointed in me, and like she didn't even like the post. If you just leave a comment and don't like the post, that's so harsh. It's like, oh goddamn, what I do
so much.
I love her so much though. She's awesome. So Mulan was my either it was that or 84, right? It was a toss up between the two, and I ended up going with Mulan, mainly because of the real world implications of what happened with all that stuff. Songbird, I hate that movie with a passion.
Is that the anti-masker's wet dream?
It was that really dumb COVID film that was here's what a pandemic's really. If this film was good, this would have been like the Joker siren call for what happened this week.
Oh dear God.
It just felt so much like it came out of a QAnon meeting. Like it's like, all right, how do we take back the country? And they're like, well, this is fine. Let's write the movie about it. Capone. We talked about Capone on the show.
Capone was up there. Yeah, dude, that would be on that list too. Especially because he shits his bed and that movie hit the shitter.
I may have done an unsavory accent and impression. It was a full impression. It was a solid impression. And he had a disability, right?
No, he just had syphilis.
Okay. Well, syphilis you can make fun of, right? That there's comedy in that.
I mean, for Capone, yeah, why not?
I feel like an old school comic would be able to work with syphilis really well. Like a crowd could really work with it. Like George Carlin would work well with syphilis.
Yeah, and he also had dementia, right? I think that's what he was suffering from, was dementia.
That's the only thing I remember doing. Okay. The New Mutants I put on because you know what? At the end of the day, it's not worth it. I get why they didn't want to have it, and this is a quick spoiler alert for the New Mutants. There is a same-sex relationship. That's the reason I think there was so much delay, in my opinion. I have nothing to back that up, but I think that's what did it. Because they were like, "How do we make this okay?" You know what I mean? Because it was Fox.
Well, the only thing I saw was like the very opening scene that they were teasing before it was out, and that looked not good. So I just said no interest.
I finally got the chance to watch it. I did not go to the theater for that. I did go to the theater for Tenet.
Is that on your list?
It's not on any list.
Oh, good boy.
Like I figured, because here's the thing. You know me. I will not be accused of hyperbole when it comes to my opinions on films, right?
Right.
Like I'm usually finding good and bad in everything, and the unforgivable stuff are unforgivable, but I'm not about to like murder people for it, you know?
Yeah.
But Project Power.
That was a bad one, yeah.
Was such a stupid movie. The Assistant, which is on a lot of people's top films of the year, I hated.
I actually, one of my friends posted that on her top 10 on Letterboxd, and I'm like, do
you like literally watching paint dry?
I told her I fell asleep through it because it was just so not
you watched
interesting
it
at all. I did, yeah.
Good.
I was
worried I was the only one.
No. Let me rephrase that.
Well,
I tried to watch it and I fell asleep. So.
Oh, okay. I got you. Let's see. The Kissing Booth 2, which was awful. Artemis Fowl, which was foul. Holy crap, dude! Josh Gad, what were you doing? What was that?
It's money, dude.
It wasn't Colin Farrell in it too. Yep. He was the dad or something.
I have no idea. I just know he was in it.
God, no. The Tax Collector. Ooh, Shia LaBeouf actually killing dogs. What was rumored is that he was killing dogs to get into character.
Fuck?
Shia LaBeouf, man. Like I watched a new film this week. Oh shoot, why am I forgetting it? You know what I'm talking about. It's been on Twitter a lot right now.
Is it the young woman, the Pisces?
Pisces?
Pieces of a woman or something like that?
Yeah, it's... Dang it. Pieces of a Woman, I think. Are you verifying?
Pieces of a Woman, yeah.
We need to have some music we can play when there's downtime. That would work really well, where it's like... We are Googling, we're waiting for a chance to give you the info. Maybe it's gonna be another day, but just you wait or go away, and we'll keep on, and I'll just loop it, and we'll just keep doing that.
So you could, like after this recording, you can just take that part out and make some beats.
Well, I committed to it, and we definitely lost a couple viewers from that. But I feel like it was worth doing just to make sure that we could narrow down some audio. Oh man. Okay, and the last one was Doolittle. That came out early in the year, and it was a fart just as bad as the dragon's fart, and it not even good for kids. Kids were even like, ugh, no to this. I remember one kid being like, I really trust Robert Downey Jr. with his performance. This kid was 5 years old. I really trust Robert Downey Jr. with his performance, but I really think that he shit the bed with this. And I was like, 5-year-old kid, yeah, I agree. I don't think this is doing well at all. He's like, subpar as far as filmmaking, tone, editing, everything was just not good. This kid was really smart.
I don't know if you're trolling or not.
No, I'm not kidding. He was 5 years old. He gave me his license.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. What were your top films from last year?
From last year?
Yeah.
Ooh, you're putting me on the spot. Let me pull up my letterbox. Do that song again.
You did have a letterbox, so you do have a list from letterbox.
I don't know if I have a list. I don't know if I have a list from last year though. Here's how I'm gonna figure this out. Watch, ready? We'll go to because fun fact, we'll plug Letterboxd, even though we're not sponsored. If you have Pro, You can organize shit in a very coherent manner, and it's just very nice and lovey-dovey.
Have I given a review about Letterboxd? Because this is the first year that I've actually used it.
I don't know if you have.
It's like Pokemon. You know what I mean? Or like, it's like there was this app called QuizUp, which was just all quizzes, right? And there would be like Batman quiz, and there would be like Spider-Man quiz, or
I do have a list. You're right.
see, this is what I'm saying. Oh,
Holy space
I guess I won.
Okay. You want me to go on my tops?
Yeah.
Okay. Palm Springs.
Nice. That was a good one.
I love that
That
movie.
one's on. Let's make sure people know where we can get these to them. Hulu for that one.
Yes. Then second one is The Way Back, which is on HBO.
Awesome.
And that's actually that was the last
that one.
I did. That was the last movie I watched in the theater before Tenet.
We have your review up on the site, right?
Yep.
Yas.
Yes. Mank is number 3. I thought that was a fun little adventure in a writer's mind. The King of Staten Island. The Judd Apatow film. I thought that was funny and heartfelt.
Hey, Bill Burr, one of the only people that had a really good 2020. Like, when you think of his career, he had such a good 2020.
Yeah, he acted in The Mandalorian.
He arguably leveled up in The Mandalorian. Now his character is kind of in legendary status, where he's gonna very likely be showing up in other shows.
Dude, he's mean.
If he doesn't show up in other shows, dude, that's a huge missed opportunity. If I were Disney, I would be signing him on to stuff right now. Like, I would be signing a multi-show deal.
He memed.
The boy memed.
Then Possessor.
Nice.
I thought that was fun, kind of terrifying, creepy. Tenet. It's just, it gets better with each viewing. I know that we're at opposite ends there too. Relic. That one is, I don't know if that's streaming anywhere.
That was a pretty good scary movie.
Yeah, it's not streaming anywhere, unfortunately, but that's a fun little horror flick. It's kind of a slow burn. Then The Trial of Chicago 7 is another one.
Nice.
Bill and Ted, just because, you know what, dude? We need more Keanu Reeves playing Ted.
I'm so glad that you have Bill and Ted on your list. That makes me happy.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
what? You get a point. You're back in. I'm not kicking you out. You're not kicked out. You're not kicked out.
Okay. I'll finish this off with 3 more. I have a little bit more most, but I'll just do 3 more. Soul.
Was this 10? Have you done 10?
No. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, Soul's my last one. We'll do that. Soul.
Okay. Nice. So that wasn't in any unnecessary order. Like, you don't have a 1, 2, 3?
No. Oh, dude. Okay, real quick. Just plug Sound of Metal. Okay, that's it.
Nice. Well, just taking all my picks. God damn it, bitch. All right. So, again, my top film, it's not... Shit. It's not from 2020.
Ooh.
I mean, I watched it in 2020, but it's yeah. So let's start first with the back end. They're not really in a necessary order until you get to the top 3. So Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. I saw it at Sundance. Super good. You can catch that on HBO Max. The 40-year-old version I thought was really, really good. That you can catch on Netflix. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which I believe is out now. You can check out. Is it not?
I have no idea. I haven't seen it yet.
I believe it is. At least we were able to put out a review. So if you can have a review out, sometimes they're pretty early where you can do it, but this wasn't like it came out at Sundance, so it's like a year early or something.
Yeah.
Trial of the Chicago 7, same with you. Uncle Frank, I freaking love that movie, dude. So good. Have you not seen it yet?
Never even heard of it.
You need to watch. That was my favorite film of Sundance. Well, I guess that's a lie because now there's other ones that I've seen. But when I left Sundance, of the movies that I had seen, this was like my number 1 or my number 2.
Damn.
Yeah, that's on Amazon Prime. You can check that out. Bill and Ted Face the Music. Dude, I needed it. Here's what happened. Chadwick Boseman died. And I was very sad. and everybody was very sad. And I was making that video because I was doing the project with Tracy and everybody. And when I was making that, I was even more sad. And it was like playlist after playlist because I did another one with my dead dog and all that shit when it happened. But then Bill and Ted 3 came and just made you feel good for a minute. You know what I mean? It's a short runtime. It's like an hour and a half. It's real easy, super easy. And if you liked the first two, you will love this. I think they do a really good job of passing the torch, something that arguably, I'm going to be biased, something that the sequel trilogy just didn't do right.
Right.
They did not pass the baton well to the next generation. But Bill and Ted, like, they could honestly revamp this shit. Like, at this point, it's like, they've made enough. Let them go. And I think this is great. Maybe Keanu Reeves is a little stale. Like, it's kind of hard for him to separate getting back out of John Wick and then back into this character. Like, there's just a couple of times where he's like, guns. Or like,
yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, there's every once in a while it's like, no, he's there. He's in there. But it's not all the way.
This is John Wick as Ted. Whoa, dude. Yeah, I think I'm back.
Whoa. But I love how he... Did I just neigh? Whoa. All right, sorry. Sound of Metal is the next one. So that was my number 4. Sound of Metal.
That's a good one, dude.
Riz Ahmed is amazing. It's a tough run for Best Actor. Like, I want him to be nominated 100%, but as far as winning, I'm not so sure yet. Soul was incredible. John Baptiste, if you don't watch Colbert, at least go on Spotify and look up John Baptiste and listen to his piano, because that's all over this movie, and it's inspiring. It's such a good film. Promising Young Woman is so good, dude. You gonna watch it next week?
Yeah, I know. You keep telling me to watch it.
Oh my gosh!
Like every week,
dude.
You're like, "Did you go see it?" You
haven't watched the trailer, right?
No, I know nothing about it. I just heard it's kind of fucked up. That's all.
You got to keep it that way, homie. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
That's the thing. This whole year, or not this year, the last year, 2020. It's just been going in blind, watching movies randomly. So I'm just become accustomed to it. I kind of not like watching trailers. I'm not gonna lie.
It worked out really well with this. I might be considering that for future things. I don't know how well I'll be able to do it for like superhero films once those come back into gear.
But because I
kind of was like take it or leave it for all the Disney Plus trailers that came out recently for Marvel. Yeah. The only one I really get into is WandaVision. I'm so excited for that.
I'm glad you're excited for that. But here's the thing though, because if you watch the trailers, like Dune, how that was like super speculated, and then 2 weeks later they're like, psych, 2021, bitch. It's just sad.
Yeah. No, it's true. But at least it's coming out.
That we know of, ish. With that, I don't know. HBO Max.
They're kind of amending the deal a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah.
Pray they don't alter it further. And my number 1 is Minari, which is still yet to come out. But Minari is incredible.
Oh, is it Korean?
Yeah. There's some controversy right now because for one of the festivals, it wasn't nominated for Best
Lead
Picture, but it was Best International. Yeah, international.
Even though it takes place in America, right?
Dude, it's more American than any film I've seen this year. It is the most American film. It is so freaking American. It's the American dream. This immigrant family leave their town in California where they were really good at. They have this profession basically where they get the eggs from chickens. Like they're really fast at doing that. So they're really good at doing that. And they paid just for like a really expensive apartment. They bought a huge patch of land, and the intention is for the dad to start growing Korean okra and like stuff for the Korean communities.
Yeah.
And build a business that way. So it is literally the American dream of him trying to build this farm on his own while his wife has 2 kids. The grandmother comes to visit, and there's just one of the coolest relationships with the grandmother and the son, who just does not see her as a grandma. Like, he's like, you don't make cookies, you don't do anything, you watch wrestling and swear. Like, you're crazy. But it's so good. That one's my favorite.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. Was there any other honorable mentions, anything like that?
I will say it's a documentary that came with the Rise of Skywalker. It's called The Legacy of Skywalker. Um, in the end, you just realize it's just a bunch of nerds having fun making a movie. So, and all the fans hate it and shit. The whole crew and cast are having a fun time. So,
Hey, I want to do a shout out because he did put him up before, but Alan Elkos, he's our first Patreon.
what's up?
What? Can we do a quick plug for our Patreon, Chaz?
Yeah.
So this is the PatrickBeattyReviews.com official Patreon where we're putting out reviews, we're doing all kinds of early stuff, giveaways, all kinds of deals. We're now with I don't know, we're starting to get more I guess recognition by studios and getting things to be able to give to people. Like I recently just gave like a full collection of Yellowstone to somebody. We've been doing digital download giveaways, and we've got stuff today. We're gonna lock and load them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So.
You also gave away Lord of the Rings 4K. Lucky
I
bastard
did.
whoever got that.
Yeah. Do you want to know something funny with that?
What?
I suppose I could say this. All right. So I put it up, and I had blacked out the code. I don't know if you saw the picture. I put up the digital code, and I left the code completely blacked out. I marked it up on my phone, and immediately somebody sent me a message and was like, "Hey, just so you know, you can turn up the brightness on your phone and see the code." And I went, "Oh, really? Shoot, man, thanks for letting me know." But at that point, I had put it up everywhere. Right?
Oh,
I had
wow.
done, yeah. So I was like, "Thanks for letting me know." And then this is the stupid part for me. And I was like, "I'm gonna keep it up because hopefully nobody will do that." And I think that dude just took the code.
Oh my god. That's a very Curb Your moment, dude.
Yeah. I had a very Curb moment with my guy that I get Indian food from, which that in itself sounds like a Curb episode.
That does sound like a Curb episode. Oh, dude. Okay, speaking of honorable mentions, Curb Your Enthusiasm earlier in 2020.
Yas.
I thought that was a
Queen's
fantastic.
Gambit.
Yep, Queen's Gambit. Tiger King, I guess.
Oh, dude, Tiger King changed everything. It was crazy.
That was your Halloween
We are
costume.
living in Tiger King right now.
Surprised
The
Mr.
Boys
Trump
season
hasn't
2.
pardoned him.
The Boys season 2, which predicted a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah. I actually reflect back on it because I gave it kind of like a mediocre review on your website. And seeing how everything's played out so far, I'm like, oh man. Damn. I guess I missed a lot of stuff.
Was there any others?
All
right, moving on.
Oh, Star
We're
Wars: The
gonna
Clone
give
Wars.
the giveaways. What? Star Wars?
The Clone Wars
Mandalorian.
last season. The Mandalorian. There we go. See?
Yeah. All right, so here are our giveaways for today. We have the full Blu-ray and digital of Spell. Let's put it up.
Ooh.
Omi Hardwick, Loretta Devine, Evil Has Its Roots. And another film that we reviewed this year, or this past 2020, the DVD and digital for Jungle Land. Putting up the DVD up on the screen.
I haven't seen that one.
We have Echo Boomers on DVD and digital. Who wants
All
some
right.
Michael Shannon, huh? There he is. What's he doing there? What are you doing in this movie? This mediocre looking. I mean, it's a good film. Make sure. Yeah, we're gonna put these giveaways up. By the way, on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So make sure that you're following the Gaggle of Geeks page and Patrick Beatty Reviews. We may be putting up a request for some of them to give us a rate and review on our podcast for Apple Podcasts. Because honestly, that's the lifeblood of everything on Apple Podcasts. Like, reviews are the number one thing. It's not just about watching it. They need to know that people are enjoying it and putting up their thoughts. So if you can please do it. Please don't rate us under a 3 if you hate us. Like, just don't do that. You could do 3, but I'd like it to be 5.
2?
Nah, man. What the hell, man?
Or somebody say, "Oh, here's a 2 because of Chaz."
How do you get a job here, fuckface?
And the last one that we have is a, well, we were going to talk about this a while back. Jiu-Jitsu. Nick Cage.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'll be honest, this is the one I didn't want to give up because I was like, ooh, I really want to at least like download the digital or do something. But no. We're gonna make sure, first of all, they're wiped so that it's COVID safe. Make sure that you are kind of local. I don't really want to ship these out, but if you win and it's reasonable enough that we can pay for shipping or something, we can make something happen. But those will be up on the site. Check those out. And let's transition over to the meat of the show, which is 2021, Chaz.
Woo!
We made it.
But I don't know, dude. If the first week of 2021's taught us anything, hopefully it's not going to be.
Hopefully the aliens will wipe us out.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not 2020 like on fucking crack or something.
They'll get us. They're going to get us good. They're going to pank us.
Well, you know, I mean, because of this last week on Wednesday, I guess we could just go storm Area 51 again, knowing that.
Oh, yeah, I've been seeing that was trending a lot on Twitter. We're going to storm Area 51 again if it was this easy to get through the Capitol.
I mean, seriously.
Oh, man. Well, 2021, yes, it's already, what the fuck? It's already a year. I'm burpy today. But now we move on to like what does it have in store? We know what's happening with HBO Max and their film release, but we don't really know what other films are coming out, Chaz. So what are some of the ones that you are excited about this year?
Well, number 1, Dune. I know it's on HBO Max. It's probably the most looked forward film for a lot of people. But dude, I still watch that trailer and it just makes me happy.
We need to come up with a song for when we talk about Dune with Chaz. You come up with it right now. What is your Chaz Dune song?
I don't.
Do it.
I don't know.
Improv. Yes and. Yes and, Chaz. Yes and.
Dune. It's gonna make me so happy. It's gonna make me so horny. It's gonna make
so much worse. It's so much worse. Did that start from talking into a song? Like you started it musical style?
Yeah.
No, it needs to be a stinger. So, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
I want to watch the movie Dune because it's going to be the best of them all. Yeah.
Wow. You had the perfect chance to rhyme Dune and Villeneuve.
Ah,
take it.
Fuck.
I want to talk Denis Villeneuve with you.
That's not how you say his name, though. That's why.
All right. You win.
Yeah, buddy.
God. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
what's
let's
yours?
move.
What's your number 1?
I don't have a number 1.
Okay.
But there's quite a bit that's coming out still that hasn't changed so far.
Yes.
I mean, I'm basing this off of 2 websites on Screen Rant and then just on the regular first showing 2021 film slate. There are some that are on Screen Rant that are a lot more just like the popular films. So I want to dance between both of them. We know for sure that the new Bond film is coming, right?
In April.
They've been delaying it. It almost went on streaming, but it didn't. And now they're putting it out. I don't know. Do you think the delay was worth it? There's a lot of these where it's like, was the delay worth it because the film they knew was not good, so they did not want to lose even more money? Or
are you saying that because of Wonder Woman or?
Oh no, they had the balls to put it out, man. They were gutsy. And by the way, Wonder Woman 84 has only proven itself to be a little better of a film than they're saying. Like after this week, dude. After this week, dude. 84 ain't so bad, is it? It ain't so bad. And it's now like one of the best trending memes with Pedro Pascal. I love that meme. I love that one so much. I just love his face.
Dude, I don't know. Here's the thing. Like Halloween Kills, that was supposed to come out last year. I'm glad they kind of pushed that back because that's going to be fun in the movie theater because it's Halloween films are always fun to watch with people, you know. Plus they scored a deal with IMAX, so that's a double fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. So I think so in that sense.
Here, keep going. I'm doing a little bit of back end stuff, sharing our Facebook stuff.
Okay. Saw Spiral.
Oh yeah, the Chris Rock
from the Book of Saw. That's on my list as well. Is it going to be good? I don't know. The director did Saw 2 and Saw 3, and I like his style. Like I like those Saw films. Mm-hmm. And I guess this is supposed to be a little bit more gritty and detective-y, so I'm down for that. You know, like why not? Don't know if it's gonna be worth waiting for in the theater. Who knows? But
well, my question is, how Saw is this Saw? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
And is it a reboot?
Let's see.
Or is it a side story? I feel like it's a reboot, like it's a revisioning.
I have no idea, dude.
Whoa. Yay.
It just says that it's part of the Saw universe. I don't know. I'm thinking because like he's a detective, right? You want to hear my theory on this already? I'll tell you my theory.
Let's hear. Yeah.
Okay. So I think from what I understand from the trailer is Samuel L. Jackson is the father of Chris Rock, right? Telling him that he needs to stop the detective work, whatever. What if Samuel L. Jackson's actually Jigsaw? Surprise!
Kind of on the nose. It'd be if that's how he came out. If that's how he came out, Chaz, then hell yes, I would totally do that. That would win. I would give it every Oscar. I would make it the best movie of the universe.
I told you to retire, motherfucker.
No, I like the first one better.
Okay, surprise.
First one's better. Like that's the whole time you don't know anything, and I want the little thing to roll out. I want it to roll out on the tricycle, like the little puppet, and then you just hear that instead. We could totally edit that into this.
We're
gonna make that.
Okay. Another one that was delayed. That was supposed to come out last year is The Quiet Place Part 2.
Yep, A Quiet Place Part 2.
I think that will be worth it just because that is such a sound design heavy movie, and movie theaters are usually built for sound.
Make sure to be giving out the dates too of when these come out.
Oh, I don't fucking know, dude.
Well, Venom Let There Be Carnage, directed by Andy Serkis, is coming out June 25th. This is a second directorial debut film. The second one was the Jungle Book film. I think it's just called Mowgli, Story of Mowgli, something weird like that. I actually liked it a lot better. Well, no, that's not true. It was weird. It had some weird shit in it.
Which one?
But I think they did a better job of animating the eyes and making it still look realistic than The Lion King did.
Oof. The Lion King was just oof.
It just was too National Geographic. Like, you just didn't have any emotion to it.
Dude, he was like directing
the emotion only came from the nostalgia, not from like the characters and the emoting, because the characters didn't really exist, you know?
Yeah, well, we know that he was just sitting there directing it, being like, I can't wait to start The Mandalorian.
Well, no, he was like, I built this technology for Star Wars. I'm doing Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. Did you already say Space Jam: A New Legacy?
No, because I'm not looking forward to it, but
I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'll say that. Yes, we saw the pictures of the
jerseys.
Things, you know. Yeah, the jerseys, but I don't know. I'm interested. July 16th, and then June 11th is Ghostbusters Afterlife. This is with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be more of an improvement than the all-female revamp or sequel?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't.
Too little too late at this point. It's directed by the son who made the original.
I know, but I that doesn't mean it's going to be good. But it's not to say I actually
where's your spirit?
Like he also directed Up in the Air, which is one of my favorite comedy movies. That's a really good movie. So like, I'm not saying I don't have hope. I just don't think it looks good. Who knows? I've only seen one trailer. So if they release another trailer, if I keep up with this no trailer watching,
Yeah. And we'll make sure to tell you guys also if this is only going to be on streaming or if it's going to be only theaters or both. For instance, Raya and the Last Dragon coming out on March 5th is going to be a simultaneous release on Disney Plus and in theaters.
Okay.
That's going to be Kelly Marie Tran. And Tran, I said that weird. Aquafina is in it as well. It's a journey of self-discovery mixed with Southeast Asian influences.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. In the Heights. Have you heard of In the Heights?
Nope.
In the Heights is Lin-Manuel Miranda's first Broadway musical before Hamilton.
Cool.
Yeah. Depicts a small, tight-knit neighborhood where the residents dream and sing about a better life. Coming to HBO Max on June 18th. Part of that HBO Max thing where they're releasing them on streaming. No Dune adjustment from what we've seen so far.
Speaking of HBO Max, we have Godzilla versus Kong as well. I don't know if that's part of the little, what do you want to call it?
Oh yeah, for now it is.
But that's
unless because it's Legendary, so Legendary is attached to Dune.
Yeah. Anyways, that's expected on May 21st.
Nice. And July 2nd is Top Gun Maverick.
Yay.
Y'all.
Well, speaking of Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible 7 on November 19th.
Yes. So we get to see what that yelling was all about.
The yelling. Yeah. Have you seen the behind the scene photos for that the director's posted on his Instagram? Dude, it's gonna be more insane than the sixth one from the looks of it.
Nice. Alan's excited for Quiet Place 2. See, Nomadland is February 19th. That's going to be one of the ones that came out during Sundance that I didn't get a chance to see until just recently. Frances McDormand as Fern. She loses her job. Her husband decides to leave her town to travel around the U.S. in a van. It's adapted from a novel, and it's very interesting. It's very unique.
There's a lot of talk of this being an Oscar winner. Do you foresee that?
For sure, nominations. Okay. In fact, interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. There's some films that I think are being overlooked right now. Like Shirley, I still think was really strong for Elizabeth Moss. And she also had The Invisible Man, which hopefully gets recognition. Because that was just a really good film overall. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings on July 9th. This is going to be the Bruce Lee inspired Marvel film.
Mortal Kombat. Speaking of karate, April 16th, 2021. For
Eternals, we get to see Kumail's body more, which I'm always in for.
There's mercy, I'm about to bust.
There's one movie directed by, I think it's Ridley Scott. Let me double check. Motherfucker. Anyway,
you motherfucking accuser!
This movie has Matt Damon and Adam Driver, and it's called The Last Duel, and it's expected on October 15th, 2021, around the same time as Dune.
Yeah. The Eternals on November. Oh yeah, I've already said that. Halloween Kills, you've already said that. Black Widow finally is coming out. Boy, Chaz, do you think they should have just released that film?
Yeah,
I think so too. I really do.
I understand.
I know why they did it, what they did. But here's the thing. I respect Warner Brothers more in the instance of them choosing to still release some of their films this year than Disney in forcing you to pay $30 for Mulan when they have a streaming service they could just put out. And HBO Max has now shown that they can do that. And also insisting that they delay this film. Because we've been waiting how long for a Black Widow film? I think we've stopped waiting now. I think we're kind of past it.
Yeah, it kind of, dude, it's giving me the...
And I don't like it because I really want it. Man, we've really wanted this one for a long time.
It's giving me the New Mutant vibes.
No, it doesn't give me those vibes. It really doesn't. I just feel like we're gonna look at this the same way we look at the Incredible Hulk. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. She's dead, right? Spoiler alert.
Well, she's dead from Endgame. Have you not seen Endgame? The fuck's wrong with you?
I have.
Okay.
That's what I said. Spoilers. Like, she's dead. Why
you
are they
said,
making?
correct me if I'm wrong. That's like the big plot
Because I
point
don't
of the
know if
movie.
no, I don't know if there's like
Correct me if
comic
I'm
book.
wrong,
I
Chaz.
don't know if
But in
there's
Endgame,
I don't know
is
if there's
Thanos
comic
in
book
it?
lore in there, because I don't read all the comic books or anything like that. I don't watch like the TV shows with like the Clone Wars. I didn't know who Ahsoka was until I actually watched the Clone Wars.
Sir, you're a casual fan, but that doesn't mean that we're gatekeeping you. You can be proud of what you know. You can be no. I want. You know what? You know what?
Okay,
Fuck this.
what's up?
Here we go. Here we go. You can be a novice fan. You could be know everything in the world about Batman or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Star Wars, or you can be just like, I don't know, I watched the movie once. It was cool. They are all equal in the Gaggle of Geeks kingdom, sir.
I agree. I just
I love you.
I don't know if there's more knowledge to her death, which that's why with the Black Widow, I don't know if it was based off like a, thing. Yeah, dude.
Chaz,
Clone
talk
Wars,
to Alan about this.
no, Clone Wars is good. I binge watched that show. I actually started a chat with a couple friends because they were like, "You have to watch it. The animation's very good." And I'm like, all right. First couple seasons are a little bit rough, right? And I was like, does it get better? Definitely gets better. And then, dude, the last 4 episodes of season 7 add so much to the whole Star Wars franchise. It's crazy how an animated show is able to add that much nuance.
Last season was so good, right?
Yes. So keep on Clone Wars. It's a good show.
No, so how do you feel now after watching it? Did you go back and watch Ahsoka come back?
No.
Are you planning on watching Rebels?
Yeah, I'm actually halfway through the first season right now.
Aha, nice. Alan, let us know if you've watched Rebels and what you think of that.
Yeah, because apparently in Rebels, there's a voice that we hear in Rise of Skywalker.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so making that canon.
Fast 9, vroom vroom.
I haven't seen the 8th one yet.
You know what? This is going to sound stupid, but I think I think that this is going to be one of my most anticipated movies.
Fast 9?
Here's why. Me and my wife, my beautiful, beautiful wife, Natalie, she by the good grace of her being incredible and lovely and stunning and smart and beautiful, let me just intoxicate her and drug her with Fast and Furious. She didn't struggle. It was very nice. I don't know why I'm wording it like this. This sounds bad.
Yeah, it does.
This sounds really bad. But she loved it. We both loved it in the worst way. We hate loved it. You know what I mean? You watched them. You've had an experience with the Fast Furious franchise.
I haven't watched the 8th one yet. That's on my list.
But
I might watch that tonight.
Okay, so Fast 7. You've left on a pretty good note.
No, I hated Fast 7.
What? Why?
I gave that like a worse rating than like episode or the second one.
What's wrong with you?
It's because it's not to say it's because Paul Walker died, because like he did die and it's awful. But it's the fact that like they still kept him in. They pulled a Rogue One where they tried to like instead of rewriting shit.
But
and then
here's
like
what you needed to know about this,
when
sir.
he's in it. Well, hold on. When he's in it, you could tell they had to film around it, and it was just him standing there. I'm like, earlier in the film, you had all this dialogue. Now you're just like, yeah, and then it cuts to Vin Diesel, and then you all dude, that's a mess of a film. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna rip your nipples off of you.
Sir, you're out of order. Out of order. I show you out of order. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Stand down, Mr. Slade.
I'm not finished.
Here's what the argument is in my mind. Is this a matter of what do you do when an actor passes away during filming?
It could
because that's what happened.
Yes.
So you think that they should not try to close their character? They should just write the character off.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, so that is your stance. I think that fuck. Because here's the thing. I know what argument you're going to use against me, and it's Rise of Skywalker, isn't it?
No,
like I could already feel that coming.
Okay, hold on.
Where it's like, do you really want that? And I don't know if I do. But look at Luke Skywalker recently. You know what I mean? Look what they've been able to do with characters that just like have, can't really exist at the time that they can bring back, like with Tarkin even. And here's why I think it's even stronger when it comes.
Though, dude.
No, here's why I think it strengthens the film when it comes to this, because now you've got fans, like diehard fans, that care about this character looking for closure, right? And I think it's the director's responsibility to give the fans closure rather than disrespect the character and write them off. Even if they write the best words or the best like exposition to really justify them not being there and move from that point. James Wan, I think, was stuck with a really difficult position. And
for sure.
I think they did the best they could, with including Paul Walker's brother as doing the digital double stuff for everything. They kept it in the family. It did look wonky, sure. All of these kind of do, unless for some reason you're a 23-year-old kid in a basement that could deep fake these better than like $1 billion studios.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, dude. I think it's the most beautiful of the films I've watched so far, right? I think James Wan has an eye, and he's shown that through and through. But it's the fact that like they still rely on his character, like they try to make it work, including his character, when they could have easily somehow rewrote it, so it wasn't as wonky or as CGI. Because the scenes that he is in, like he's just a stand-in, and when he wouldn't speak, you would know when his character
tear
would
up
speak.
At the end of that film.
Absolutely not, dude. I sighed and I was like,
"Fuck you!" Oh my god!
I gave it 2 out of 5 in Letterboxd. This is what I said.
What's wrong with you? Why would you do this?
One sentence.
So mean.
After I sighed, I said one sentence.
This was about my wife, Chaz, and you've soiled it.
The third act is everywhere.
You soiled on my wife.
However, the third act is better than World War 84. No, what's it? Wonder Woman 84. Sorry, Natalie.
No, to me, fuckface.
Oh, sorry, Natalie.
Oh god. So,
hey, is the 8th one good though? Like, I might watch that tonight. Like, let me know that.
Oh, Natalie.
Oh.
Take that. Get him, Natalie. We won't flag any of your comments. You can swear as much as you want, say as many things as you want, and you can even also come up and make an appearance, whatever you'd like to do. If oh my gosh, that's kind of awesome. The idea that like what we talk about could get her so enraged that like she just storms in. I want that to be a thing. Nat, if you do that, that will be a recurring part of this show, and I think that would be pretty fun. I don't know.
Fun.
But anyway, what were the other ones that we have?
The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Mm-hmm.
That comes out on June 4th, 2021.
The Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. When does that come out, Patrick?
Coming to HBO Max August 6th.
August 6th. Okay.
Spider-Man 3, December 17th. What is wrong with people? It's not bad. You don't know. It's not even out.
I know. I didn't like the second one.
Characters. Tom Holland's not really gonna be up to snuff. He's not gonna be featured. He's not gonna be featured for anything.
This is the rumored one, right? With like Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and
this is the rumored one. And you cast such judgment. You say this is the rumored one, but you say it with this tone.
Okay, it's not rumored.
Ugly tone.
It was rumored for the longest time, and then they finally confirmed it. Right? I'll care. I like.
Alan.
I like James Wan.
Suicide Squad will come out, and no one will care. We have to read these out loud for the
know.
podcast listeners. Well,
why does it take no one?
I agree. Suicide Squad sucks. If you're a Patreon and you join our Patreon, you can get me to say things.
Wait. Why does it think it will, like, nobody will care? I want to hear his opinion on that.
By the way, if you want us to do impressions, any kind of weird stuff, Patreon. If you're a Patreon, you're allowed to do that. That is a thing. What else can we do for Patreons? What can we sell, Chaz?
Well, I have a photo that I tried to get you to use on your background, but you refused to do it.
How did I not anticipate that you were going to bring up the photo?
I don't know, but it's a photo that everybody should have framed, and I will autograph that
How about we
photo.
save that for when we do our OnlyFans page? That's when
Dude.
we're really desperate.
I don't know, because like in that photo I have a small belly, but now I have like a huge belly, and it's gonna be like a compare and contrast.
I thought you said you had a small billy, and I had no idea what you meant by that.
belly, stomach.
Yikes. So to wrap up this, Spider-Man 3, you don't even know what it's going to be like. Nobody knows what it's going to be like, and I think it's going to be great, because why would they put John Watts in charge of Fantastic Four if this wasn't crushing in the dailies? They had every opportunity to not announce that he was going to be doing it, but something is coming through that pipeline that I think everyone's going to love. I don't care if the fan service rules right now. Can we just agree? I don't care if people are like, oh, that's a little fan servicey. Fan servicey kind of rocks at the moment because they're doing it good.
But it also hinders a lot of like the creativity that you can have with a story. I know.
Unless the person that's making the story wants that fan service.
But to go back to what you were saying though, like for example, the Mandalorian season 2 was all just fan service, right? Like a vast majority of it. But it felt very nice seeing that, and the fact the last episode made me cry. Dude, I ugly cried. Did I tell you that? I ugly cried and called my mom at 6 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, I woke her up. I didn't know I even woke her up. And she's like, yeah, she's like, what? It's early in the morning. But mom, baby Yoda and Luke. She's like, oh God.
Luke might be back.
Anyway, yeah.
Did you already say The Matrix 4?
No, I'll let you say that. I have one more to say after that.
Nice. The Matrix 4 on December 22nd. They filmed this through the pandemic, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, it's going to be a mind-breaking early Christmas present. I believe one of the Matrix films came out last Christmas, or maybe it was summer. I know one film was summer, maybe another was Christmas.
Wait, what?
It was because Reloaded and Revolution came out in the same year.
2003, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2002? 2003. I think it was 2003.
I believe. Okay, so let's quiz this. I'm pretty sure that this came out May 16th. Oh, so I was, let's see. Yeah, so November 5th was Matrix Revolutions.
Okay.
So around December.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with
I'm glad
it.
that they're going to do. I'm really curious. This is going to be the new incarnation of Neo, essentially, right? Because there's been 6 others before him. There's going to be one more after him.
Has there been 6? I don't know, man. I have to rewatch those.
I've rewatched them recently, and I like them. I don't get what people really have to super hate about it. Maybe the Zion stuff is a little bit too like dungeon porn, but
well, that's my one of my professors was saying that the fact they had a sex scene during a rave was really weird. And I'm like, but you've never been to a rave.
Oh shit. Did he say, "Good sir, I agree with you," and walked away?
I said to face, man. I'm not that ballsy. Then the last one I'm going to mention is "Don't Breathe" 2. That comes out August 13th, 2021.
Well, there's a lot more that are coming out. Coming to America, that's coming to Amazon. The Truffle Hunters came out at Sundance. Also, there's a few other Sundance ones. Minari's coming out February 12th. Falling, which I did not like, is coming out February 5th. Let's see. Yeah, they just... Judas and the Black Messiah on February 12th. I'm really excited to see. Nomadland, like we said, is going to be February 19th. Tom and Jerry on the 26th. The Father on the 26th. I'm really excited for. That's starring Anthony Hopkins. I've heard it's something about memory loss with an older person, and I already know it's going to break me. But I'm very excited to be broken. That sounded sexual. Cherry's coming out in March 12th. That's the one with Tom Holland. And that's the Russo brothers film.
That's the one that
had the weird trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, weird poster.
Yeah.
The Kingsman is coming March 12th.
Oh, cool.
I'm very excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
March 19th, Morbius. Let's see what Jared Leto has to offer with this.
Oh, there is another movie that he's in with Denzel Washington that's going to be on HBO Max. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks pretty interesting.
Oh, nice. And Peter Rabbit 2, if you like the first Peter Rabbit. Bob's Burgers is going to be April 9th. We'll have its own movie. Let's see. You already said Mortal Kombat.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry. I've already brought that up. How dare you?
you bring that
Cruella
up?
on May 28th. That's Emma Stone as Cruella DeVille. I'm very interested to see what this is.
Jungle Cruise.
Pixar's Luca. Oh, and in June 30th, Zola was also a Sundance film.
Free Guy. How did you miss Free Guy, dude?
How did I miss Free Guy? Man, what's wrong? The Forever Purge, which kind of already started. Let's see.
There's some of
We
those
already
photos.
watched that. They already put out that film. That's weird. Let's see.
Jackass
Uncharted.
4.
Oh yeah, Jackass 4, which already there's people that are injured from that. Jungle Cruise with The Rock and what's her name?
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. And let's see, Uncharted, The Green Knight, which was supposed to come out in South by Southwest, is coming out July 30th. Hotel Transylvania 4 will be August 6th.
Sing 2 will be December
Hitman's Wife's
22nd.
Bodyguard, if you like the first Hitman's Bodyguard, is August 20th.
Candyman. Dude, we forgot Candyman.
Candyman.
That's one that was pushed
Absolutely.
back. Yeah.
And let's see. West Side Story, the Steven Spielberg version.
Oh,
Sing
shit.
2.
Dude, okay, The Green Knight. A24's other film that they pushed back.
That's
that was
what I
supposed
just
to be.
said. The Green Knight. It was going to be at South by Southwest.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
I remember that vividly.
Release
I'm
it,
going
you
to South by Southwest,
cowards.
though, this year.
Are you?
Do it. Yeah, South by Southwest. And we just looked in our schedule for Sundance, too. Lots of movies. Hopefully lots of movies. It was really easy to set up. Like this year it seems like it's going to be really good for Sundance.
Do you think they're going to stick to this platform going down the road?
Nah. Maybe if we really cannot get one particular half of the country to be vaccinated, like if there's just no way and we really can't get a way of this being distributed the right way, which I think we're going to be able to get it distributed correctly later down the road. I just don't know if there's going to be people that will take it.
You mean
And it makes me really sad, but whatever.
you mean down like the hurricane area?
You mean Hurricane Utah?
Oh, that's one too. Yeah.
Hey, my family helped build that place. That's a problem. Yikes. Ugh. Look, it's just what happens when you're from a church, and the church has a lot of people
Yeah.
that all are in one state.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. Are there any others that you have? I think we've gone through most of the list real quickly for those last ones, but I pending that they're not going to be moving a lot of films again this year. That's the slate.
Did you say Uncharted?
Yep.
Okay.
Tom Holland, he's too young. And Mark Wahlberg, whoa, weird mustache, whoa. You actually look like the Boogie Nights porn star version of yourself, but older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that about does it. And yeah, I think this was a pretty good episode. I think we went through quite a bit of stuff. We talked about the 2020s. We talked about what we're looking forward to. Over and under Artists Exposed, you just put out a new episode, right?
Yes, with Brian Higgins. So, talk about mental health and
Oh, wait a minute.
being an artist. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We forgot something. Did you mention Snyder Cut?
No, that's one people will forget.
Yeah. Snyder Cut man. He's got a little Batman.
See,
at
for those who aren't seeing this, Patrick's holding up a Ben Affleck action figure of
Yeah, I
Batman.
just got this thing.
And he's
Trying
like,
to get it zoomed in.
before the show, he's like, "Hey, Chaz,
It's just
Look-
locked in there, isn't it?
look how detailed
Looks
this
evil.
is."
Yeah, it looks really detailed. Because if you can look above, nope, you can't. Maybe you can't. Ugh. See those Batmen up there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I'm making way for this guy. He gonna be right up there.
Well, speaking of Batman, and since HBO has been on our talking points tonight, Batman animated series and Batman Beyond are on HBO Max as
Yes,
of
they are.
earlier this week. So,
And what are your thoughts on those, on the series?
that was my childhood, literally.
Nice.
So,
Well, sorry, I interrupted you over and under Artist Exposed because I had to Snyder cut you. You got Snydered.
oh no, you're good. Yeah, do center cuts. Yeah, well, let me ask you a question then. From my understanding, what they add to this Snyder cut isn't going to change the DC universe, right? This is like,
Zack Snyder currently has no plans to do any DC films after this.
ouch.
That's what
Ouch.
that's the statement.
Okay, well, we'll see how Snyder cut is.
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Here's my thing.
I'll watch it.
Either way, it's gonna be a little bit of an improvement.
Watch it be
'Cause
worse.
It won't feel manufactured.
Watch it be worse.
I've watched Justice League a number of times. I've probably watched it around 20 times.
Did your IQ drop at all?
Well, I keep watching it because I keep being in disbelief. Like I keep watching it going like, but it's Justice League, crying a little bit. Like what I was doing with Batman v Superman at the beginning after I saw the extended cut. I went, oh, well, that just could be condensed better. But
Yeah,
I'm very interested in what it's going to be. I think it'll be an improvement, Alan.
we'll see, I guess. Anyways, yes, over and under. I talked with Brian Higgins about mental health, which I think 2020's shown is quite important, to say the least.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We've seen this week mental health should be very much monitored and taken. If you need to do stuff, look, therapy can be kind of pricey in a lot of situations, but I know that you can find cheaper resources, and that it's always worth it to check out your mental health and get that looked at. And it's definitely something on my resolution for this year, something that I'm going to be working on as well.
yeah. Brian does have a website, mentalhealthfit.com or something. I think it's that. Don't quote me. Just go to the episode, my show notes, and the links on there. But what he does is pretty much explore mental health stuff through like acting and creating art. So
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
And you can
Also-
always check out our, go ahead.
I have a question. You never addressed your letterbox issue with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to open that?
Yeah. I feel like
How
you
much
have
time
to-
you got?
Dude, I have all night.
It seems like you do with all the reviews that you put up on Letterboxd and not on the website.
My reviews? You mean my one sentences where I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah. Why don't you put those one sentences into a couple paragraphs and publish it on the site?
I could do that. What films are you talking
I
about?
see your beautiful words, Chaz. I look at your beautiful words every time, and I'm like, copy paste, bitch. Just copy paste that right into an article or something.
I know.
You don't have to do it with everything.
I know. I've had that same thought. But also, when I watch these movies, sometimes I'm like super intoxicated. So like, there's not, I can't like go to the computer and like,
Well, obviously don't edit, don't edit the article and publish it, but just go. That might be fun to, I would be curious. But we won't publish it, right? We're not going to publish it, but I challenge you, good sir, not to get as drunk as you can, but to have a normal night as you would, but instead of going to Letterboxd, try to write a review, have it be as sloppy as you want, and we will read it live next episode or whenever you get it done.
Oh my God. Should I do it for Fast and Furious 8?
Patreon. That is going to be for our Patreon. You reading your drunk review of a movie. That's how I started, man. I started with drunk reviews.
All right, here. I'll say the movie right now. I will do it for Fast and Furious 8 since I have yet to see that. And
Okay.
I hated the last one, so.
That works. All right, man. Well, thank you again, as always, for watching, everybody. You can check us out at all of our stuff. Again, the giveaways, Jiu-Jitsu, Spell, Echo Boomers, Jungle Land. Make sure to rate and review us on the podcast, and we will see you at the next review. Please be advised, Gaggle of Geeks contains strong opinions that may contain language unsuitable for young children. Now here are your hosts, Patrick Beatty and Chaz Campbell Evans.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
We have merch for you at tpublic.com/PatrickBeattyReviews. Whether it be a sweatshirt, a Gaggle of Geeks shirt, whatever you want, check them out, and we will see you at the next review.